thank you to everyone at Integra and the GLBC for having us today. It's been really great working with you guys over the last month or so. And it's incredible to see GLBC grow over the past 12 months as well. So today I'm really excited to announce that Thomson Reuters is joining the Global Legal Blockchain Consortium, and we're going to have a little demonstration of something which actually David and team have built, a proof of concept integration between Thomson Reuters, Contract Express, and Integra Ledger. So my name is Andy Wisher. I'm the Global Head of Drafting and Automation at Thomson Reuters. I lead a number of product teams that build products, develop products for drafting solutions, automation solutions, knowledge management, analytics, and AI as well. I was co-founder of a legal tech startup based in London called Contract Express that was acquired by Thomson Reuters just almost 3 years ago now. And my background is in AI and cognitive science prior to that. So the POC will have similarities with things that you've seen already, particularly net documents. But really what I'm most excited about is to be part of this group, to be part of the consortium, to begin collaborating on the proof of concepts and the use cases together with law firms, with corporate legal departments, and with other legal tech providers as well. So I thought I'd put together a list of some of our commitments coming into the GLBC. I think identifying those use cases is really important. Ron, you mentioned earlier, we have to identify where there are trust issues within document exchange. Blockchain is not going to be about automation. It cannot just be about automation. We can use conventional approaches to achieve productivity gains in automation. We have to identify those trust issues where there is an exchange of value between one or more parties, and there exists a middle person or someone with too much power or authority, and those are the use cases that we need to really go after. And being within the GLBC, I think, is really important to collaborate with law firms and corporations to identify those use cases. We'll also be making a commitment to join the technology working group that forms part of GLBC. So our chief architect, Mick Atten, will be joining that board. And the third thing, we want to identify where it makes sense for us to integrate Thomson Reuters solutions with the Integra Ledger as well. The first proof of concept that we've identified is with Contract Express, but we hope to find other use cases and other integrations as well. So what have we been doing recently in the blockchain space? Well, there's a growing set of content within practical law around providing know-how to legal professionals on blockchain. We've also been participating in the IGIS blockchain task force. So IGIS is a non-profit organization looking at data governance and data standards for individuals and individuals in justice within the US. The third thing, and some of you, certainly the technologists within the room, will probably be familiar with our Block 1 solutions at Thomson Reuters. So we built a set of microservices within our Thomson Reuters labs teams globally, particularly within Toronto. So a number of microservices around Ethereum and other blockchains for standing up proof of concepts with a particular focus on the creation of oracles and the creation of identity as well. And we'd like to weave some of that expertise into our participation within the GLBC as well. So the proof of concept is really there to help start stimulating and exploring the use cases of document exchange, document verification, proof of existence with our customers, with our mutual customers. And we're doing that on top of the Contract Express, or doing that integration with the Contract Express public API. For those of you that are less familiar, perhaps, with Contract Express, it's a document automation workflow solution that enables non-lawyers, and I love that term, non-lawyer, as a non-lawyer myself. I know it's not to everyone's liking, but for non-lawyers to be able to create documents, and lawyers to create documents through completing decision trees, through completing questionnaires, which are built by legal engineers or lawyers within a law department or lawyers within the law firm. It's got some workflows around negotiation, around e-signature. It has a client's portal, client service capability as well, and integrates with DMS solutions like NetDocs and iManage. If we think about the practice groups that are focused mostly on the use of automation, it's things like commercial, corporate and M&A, real estate, in particular, globally, real estate. It tends to be a practice group that focuses on contract and document automation. So what's it all about? I think you all know this by now. We will generate the document within the Contract Express solution. We will get a document ID from the Integra Ledger that we can then embed within the document that's being created by Contract Express. We can do some post-execution verification steps and audit steps once we've got that ID, and that enables us to create an audit log against that document for events that can happen after that document has been executed. So let's take a look. I have to, at this stage, thank all of the Integra team, David in particular, for helping pull this proof of concept together. And I think it was Corey as well who's narrated the video that I'm about to show you.
The Integra Ledger integration with Contract Express is accomplished via the Contract Express API. This demonstration will show how adding Integra blockchain-based IDs to Contract Express-generated contracts can transform them into smart documents, or some might say smart contracts. These aren't actually smart contracts the way people normally talk about self-executing smart contracts. Instead, our objective is to create computable contracts, contracts that have embedded data authenticated using blockchain that can be integrated into other software systems to automate many organizational processes. For this example, we start with a real estate lease contract template. In Contract Express...
Oops. Oh, great. Fantastic. Sorry about that. I was worrying last night that this could potentially happen, that I get to the point in the demo...
The Integra Ledger integration with Contract Express is
screw it
accomplished via the Contract Express API.
I'm not going to try and forward it.
This demonstration will show how adding Integra blockchain-based IDs to Contract Express-generated contracts can transform them into smart documents, or some might say smart contracts. These aren't actually smart contracts the way people normally talk about self-executing smart contracts. Instead, our objective is to create computable contracts, contracts that have embedded data authenticated using blockchain that can be integrated into other software systems to automate many organizational processes. For this example, we start with a real estate lease contract template.
So this is the underlying Contract
In Contract
Express
Express,
template.
we tag the user-defined fields, which can then be used to generate the data entry form.
And that gets uploaded into Contract Express.
Contract Express user proceeds to enter information into the form fields as per the typical process for generating a customized contract from a Contract Express template. Once we have finished entering data, we generate the completed contract and open it in Microsoft Word. While in Microsoft Word, we use the Integra plugin to generate a unique Integra blockchain ID for the contract. Next, a PDF of the contract is generated with an Integra ID embedded in the document, and the data obtained through the Contract Express API is also embedded in the document. When you open the document, you'll see that a QR code has been embedded at the top of the document. When you scan the QR code with your phone, or you click on the QR code, you will see that the contract details can be authenticated by querying the Integra blockchain. If you open the document properties, you will see that the form data from Contract Express has also been included as part of the metadata for the document. This is the first example of new functionality that Contract Express users can access with the Integra Ledger integration. Smart document functionality does not stop with authentication. Because the contract has been authored in a way that automatically embeds computable fields in the document, and those fields can be authenticated and confirmed on the Integra Ledger blockchain, the real estate lease contract PDF is now a smart document that can interact with literally any other software system. For example, for this demo, we created a simple website that simulates a property management software application. We simply drag and drop the PDF of the completed real estate lease onto the property management web application, and the web application can instantly read the imported fields that were originally entered into the Contract Express. In this way, contracts authored in Contract Express can automatically configure accounting systems, CRM systems, supply chain systems, and just about any other enterprise software. There is even more that you can do when using smart documents. In this example, the landlord or property manager can now log a rent payment. Because a unique contract ID is embedded with the contract and recorded on the Integra Ledger, logging additional information and events that reference this unique Integra ID has the effect of creating a mutable blockchain audit trail for this contract. To demonstrate what this means, we are now going to drag and drop the same PDF onto a different application. This time, a web application, simulating a tenant lease management application. As you can see, the lease details, again, automatically populated from the PDF to the application. But now, the updated lease history associated with this Integra contract ID includes the landlord entry confirming receipt of the tenant's monthly rent. The tenant does not need to integrate his software with the landlord's software. All he or she needs is a smart document authored in Contract Express. Blockchain smart documents are very powerful, and they represent the next generation of contract technology.
So that video, by the way, is available on the Integra website. So if you want to rerun it and take a closer look, you can do so from the Integra website. You know, this is just a POC. I'm really grateful for the team here at Integra for building this and consuming the Contract Express API in the process without any help, really, from Thomson Reuters, which is fantastic news, and also building those templates themselves with very little help from us guys. So what are the next steps? I think really this is about trying to productize this and bring this directly into Contract Express, and to enable users from the web application in Contract Express to generate the PDF with the embedded data, and then go directly into getting our ID from Integra Ledger, storing that as a foreign key within Contract Express as well. There are probably a couple of other things that I think we want to take a look at. One could potentially be looking at hashing and having some document verification and ID around the underlying templates which documents are created from. And that could give us a further verification on a document, not only do we know that this is the document that existed at that point in time of execution, but we can also trace it back to the underlying template, whether that's a template which you created within Contract Express, or whether that's one of our own templates that come from the practical law team, so that you can create a sort of identity of the document and where that document came from. I think the third thing is we have an integration today between Contract Express and Net Documents. The GLBC is a great forum for Thomson Reuters and Net Documents to work through streamlining that integration to make sure that we're not trying to double hash or both try to call in and create entries within Integra Ledger. So streamline that integration between Contract Express and NetDocs with regards to integration with Integra Ledger, even if that means the best place for the integration to happen is within NetDocuments itself. Potentially also investigating the role of document IDs in verification of pre-execution workflows. So within a corporate legal department, you will go through several stages of iteration on negotiation of those documents, all managed within Contract Express. So looking also at what are the steps involved in verification and proof of existence of multiple versions of those documents as well. So we're really pleased to be part of this. We're really excited about the next steps in collaborating with tech companies and also with our customers, both on the law firm side and in the corporate legal department. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Andy.